Morning and the stream is going live and I'm reloading the YouTube page and making sure to click mute site before reloading again. Where's the stream, my friends? Now it's showing up with the title there. It says Quinn on the guitar. I hear Quinn to you.
I do. I hear you.
I'm setting the stream's game to be called Minecraft so that the people can find that and go, what the heck? Is this really HermitCraft?
Quinn Hill's putting the her in HermitCraft.
Yeah, I'm surprised Aurelian didn't do that when she joined the server in Season 1.
Missed opportunity.
Yep. Okay, we got the live event chat open. Microbird writes, woo, Quinn time in the Discord. Shalom M says, howdy Joe, Quinn in chat. I'm going to go ahead and put the commission a song from Redacted Hills pinned in the top of the YouTube.
Thank you.
Quinn is accepting commissions between projects right now. Has some extra throughput available, so definitely reach out. A 7-second song would be $100. A theme song, which like a full 30 seconds or less type of thing, would be $400. Pretty good rates, y'all. Pretty good rates.
Pretty good. This is about what Joe pays.
Yeah.
And Joe gets the family's special.
Okay. Also, we are going to be not Quentin. We are going to be splitting our tips. I keep trying to make
Quentin our tips.
I keep trying to make portmanteaus, and they're not working.
We're Quentin our Tarantinos today, people.
We're Quentin our Tipentinos. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna get back to my regularly scheduled failures. Wait, where did the bed go I had up here? Oh, is it up there? Oh, gosh.
Quinn and Joe Hills in the morning.
Whoa! Okay, so here's all the... Let's start by placing some of this blackstone. Let's just get some blocks in before we start worrying too much about that part. So
placing blackstone in the morning is a thing you can do.
It's true.
It's true. I had some breakfast.
Oh, you did?
A protein bar. What'd you have?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'd fall back asleep.
Well, there's still hope for you, Joe.
I know, right? I did have a big dinner last night. Got one of those fancy make-your-own ramen kits, like the restaurant-grade ramen, not just like a cup of noodles that you boil.
And did you make it?
Yeah, it was really good. It's the sort of thing too where it's like it reminds you to like boil your own soft-boiled egg and stuff. It has poorly translated instructions for how to soft-boil an egg.
Yeah, it is one of nature's mysteries.
Yep. Emily W. writes, Happy Star Wars Day. Thank you for reminding me, Emily W. I actually have a tweet about May 4th that I wrote about 5 years ago that I wanted to share with y'all.
Yeah.
Reminding y'all why today is Star Wars Day. A lot of people think it's just for the pun, but May 4th was chosen for Star Wars Day because this day has a history of rebellion in America.
It does.
On this day in 17... On this day in 1776, Rhode Island became the first colony to renounce allegiance to the crown. In Chicago in 1886, the Haymarket riot broke out when a bomb was thrown during a labor rally.
They used the force.
Indeed. And on this day in 1970, 13 Kent State students protesting on campus against the expansion of the Vietnam War were shot dead by the Ohio National Guard. Now, I've been told by some of my fans that this was only something put in Watchmen to make the opening of their alternate history seem more bleak, which terrifies me and means that I am actually ethically compelled to remind y'all every year that this is an actual thing that happened. You can look up Kent State. This is a real thing. It's not just something from Watchmen. Please don't make me cry again, because that was the most upsetting thing. You know, people ask me, Joe, what's the most upsetting thing that ever happened as part of your career as a YouTuber? And I think it was when people tried to reassure me that the Kent State shooting wasn't real. It was just in Watchmen. And I've really, had, a small breakdown. Anyway, yeah, I'm killing the vibe. I'm sorry. Screaming externally.
Vibe killer. Do not erase history, for Joe will start to cry.
Super much. I remember Grandma telling me about Kent State when I was 6, as
Which grandma?
Grandma Balloonist.
Okay.
As an example of why not to trust the government.
Don't trust the government. Be a rebel, but not the bad kind. Be a rebel. Don't be a bigot.
Eve Gem says, as a Dutch person, it's also wild to hear everyone talking about Star Wars Day, while in the Netherlands, it's our National Memorial Day for World War II. Yeah, I mean, Star Wars was to some degree a World War II retelling, so I could see why they would have scheduled Star Wars Day to align with that. But it does seem like it's kind of rude. It does seem a little rude.
Yes.
When I
pick
look
another
at it.
day.
Yeah, pick a different day, Star Wars. Pick a different day, really. Wow. Okay. So, we are coming in hot this morning, if you can't tell.
Coming in hot.
What? We got
fire.
Oh boy. Yeah. I'm looking at this and I'm I feel like as I'm exhibiting a small amount of introspection, it's boy, we are totally all over the place this morning.
Yeah.
Which back when Art and I were working on Jack of All Blades, people would describe our tone as Jack of All Blades. They're not afraid to hit the hard issues and then glance right off them. Wow, I can't believe anybody's acknowledging this sort of systematic oppression and then making a dumb joke about shapeshifting. That was us. Okay.
I mean, you follow a great tradition. I feel like
I know, right?
The Simpsons do stuff like that.
Yep.
It's a good balance of both very smart and very not smart.
Very not smart. Okay. So let's see how things are going. Just as a reminder once more, we are splitting the tips 50-50 today.
Should we announce our goals?
We have goals, for example, I think it'd be really cool to move to Scotland and own an arcade. But in the shorter term,
I'd like to be a touring musician and
see that'd be cool.
Go around and people could see me and I could see y'all and.
Do they still use the word troubadour?
Play my songs. Troubadour?
Or is it now that Nickelodeon has kind of gotten into that space, you would be more like Troubadoura the Explorer?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I need to work on my Spanish though.
Yeah. When I say back, you say pack. Back.
Pack.
Back.
Pack.
Yeah, I think there's something there. Okay.
If there's a place you gotta go, all you need to know is I'm the map.
Say map. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, but we have goal songs, don't we?
We have goal songs.
We have goals,
if we hit,
and we have immediate goals. We have long-term goals.
If we hit 180 on the tips today, our target song is going to be to have Quinn perform
What's Left of the Flag by Flogging Molly.
I'm a huge Flogging Molly fan. I've gotten to see them in concert here in Nashville. They're fantastic performers.
Yeah, I saw them with you once in 2008 8 or something.
I think it was the same show. I've only seen
Yes,
them once.
we've only seen them once. There was a sushi place involved, I think.
Yeah, we sat across from them at a sushi place on the way there. And I was just like, wow, that looks a lot like the band, or people dressed up like the band because they're big fans. I don't want to embarrass myself either way.
Exactly.
So
There's always people
we
who go
did-
to shows who look exactly like the band intentionally.
Yeah, we did nothing about this, and that was the right decision to make. Because it was totally them, it turned out.
It's totally them.
Yeah, like we saw them come out on stage and we're like, oh, that was them, because they wore the exact same clothes. They didn't go out to dinner before the show
No.
in like, it's not like, oh, when we get to the show we'll change into our gig
Right.
clothes. It's
Right.
like this is just what we wear to dinner.
It's like, oh, those people who like sushi are on the stage right now.
Yeah, and then when we hit 360 as our secondary goal, we'll have the Beetlejuice perform a song from Hamilton. What was it again, Quinn?
You'll be back.
You'll be back. From Hamilton.
Yeah, is there a little bit of a theme to our songs today, Joe?
It might be something to do with, I don't know, the British Isles or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it'll become clearer on introspection.
British Isles.
I'll
be back.
Yeah, that's actually how they spell it in the title of the song. It's a pun.
Oh.
It's a very punny pun. I need to put this sword down in the
You're a
storage here.
punny guy, huh?
Yep.
Punny guy.
Ellis says, I have no money, but I really want to hear this.
Ellis is also an Isle.
Ellis also an Isle. That's true. But yeah, don't worry. I'm sure other people will tip. Otherwise, Quinn wouldn't have driven all the way over here. There's a song in our...
Please clap.
Yeah, there's a song in our heart and a Mitt Romney reference on our lips. Was that Mitt Romney or Jeb? That might have been Jeb.
That was
Jeb,
but
exclamation point.
There's equal...
It feels like
chance.
something Mitt Romney...
They're in the same kind of ballpark.
Yeah, like they're...
type of political figure who are just kind of like dopey and...
Well, both of their dads were really involved in the government during the Vietnam War.
Right.
And so, like,
As
they're the same.
most people's dads are.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Manhattan's kids, their dad was involved in the Vietnam War.
That's true. Yeah, Dr. Manhattan was, in air quotes, involved in the Vietnam War.
Lakshmi says Quinn only hangs out with her brother for pay.
Well,
Yes,
I mean, in
play
fairness,
for pay.
I'm a very difficult person to be around. Like, I get it. Okay.
No comment.
Yeah. All of the things that make me amusing in 1 hour and 30-minute segments, when you realize how little of it is an act, it gets frustrating.
Yeah, you folks at home get to enjoy some distance. You can turn off Joe Hills.
Yeah.
You can step away.
Yeah. Oh boy. Like me never knowing what's going on. I don't.
Yeah, it's not a bit. People think it's a bit that he's this well-rested person. Just
No. Oh boy. No, I was thinking about this. Like, people will tell me they're going to do something, and I'll know that they're going to do it. And they'll say, like, when they're going to do it. But, like, that day will show up, and I'll be like, hey, you want to hang out? And they'll be like, no, I told you I was going to do this other thing. And I'll be like, oh, I didn't realize that was today. Like, like I don't know what day today is. I like vaguely was tracking that you had something coming up, but like the thing is though, it's not just something about. It's not like, wow, Joe, you're really insensitive to other people's schedules. I can't do this with my own schedule. I'm constantly surprised by what day it is, and like my own stuff, I'll like be like, well, oh man, I feel like I could take a nap. Oh no, I have a meeting because it's Thursday.
So
right?
You didn't know to expect me until I like pulled up in my car.
Okay, so I knew
You're like, oh, either something's horribly wrong or it's Thursday.
yeah,
Quinn's here.
No. Like it was one of those things though, where in this particular case I knew because Corinne was like, I'm going to Taylor Swift. Oh, I shouldn't say that. In X number of days because there are several shows.
Sure. There are 3 shows.
And so I worked backwards from that.
I see.
And so I did know that. But yeah, so but that's the only reason, because my child told me. Paul tips 5 and says, supporting the arts. May the 4th be with
Thank
y'all.
you, Paul.
Thank you,
for
Paul.
supporting the arts and the Hill siblings.
Kind of rotate the camera now.
5 degrees. 5 degrees. 5 degrees.
There we go.
I guess among us there are only 3 degrees.
Is there?
You have a bachelor's. I have a bachelor's and a
Oh,
master's.
I thought you meant in the game Among Us, and I was like, no, but I mean, like, because you can walk left and right. It seems like there's 180 degrees. Like,
I don't know. I never played that game.
but it's.
I missed almost every major fad of the pandemic.
Oh, did you
Never did a puzzle. Never baked bread.
Do you know that Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out soon?
Yeah, it's coming out real soon.
So, speaking of things
Coming out in like a week or so.
Speaking of things I vaguely know are coming up, but like,
It's coming out in like 8 days.
is it on
The 12th?
Is it Friday the 12th? Okay. Because I was gonna say, if it's coming out on Friday the 11th, then it'll be a Thursday,
yeah,
and then we could play it together here or on the stream. But okay, never mind. That doesn't work. Boy.
But you could continue playing it the next week.
Nepeta says, does streaming help you keep track of the days? It seems like it would. That is actually one of the incentives to... That's one of the reasons I like having a rigid stream schedule, is because if I have stuff on my calendar, it forces me to, like, I'll get alerts on my watch and my phone and that remind me of, like, the general concept of time.
I feel like our construction noises have picked up.
Yeah, do you want to close the window? Sorry.
Certainly.
Thank you. Yeah, there are a lot of post-storm work being done. We had a lot of storms here in Nashville. But anyway, I realized after Paul tipped the 5 and we rotated the camera, I forgot to post the link again. So thank you, Paul.
Oh, no.
And another tip just rolled in from Ellis, who says, I did a misspeak. I got paid this morning, and I do have the monies. And Ellis tips 50, who really, really wants to hear what's left of the flag. And,
Thank you, Ellis, for
I'll be back.
misspeaking and then getting paid anyway. Woo.
Ellis writes, I will hear this. All right.
There will be songs.
There will be song. Oh, I gotta... Oh, the positional alignment wasn't set to center. It wasn't rotating around the right axis. Dang it. So when I switched the views, it got confused. Okay. Switch the views to get confused. Here on twitch.tv/JoeHills.
www.twitch.tv.
Yeah, I was like, I need a way to work a W into it, and I can't figure it out.
www.twitch.tv.
www.joehills.net/live. You might think I'm joking, but I'm not.
You got a nice little redirect going, do you?
Oh, no, not a redirect, isn't it?
It's a pre-direct.
No.
It's a misdirect.
No, what do you actually think it is? If I press enter on this, what do you think will show up?
I think it'll be an embedded image of a stream.
It is.
This is offline, though.
Give it a second.
I'll give it a sec. I gave it 2 seconds. It's nothing there.
It is not working. Yeah.
Is it the YouTube or the Twitch?
It's neither. It's actually supposed to be a direct feed.
Wow,
it takes
here it is.
takes a second. So it's
Hello.
actually a direct feed from Restream.io.
Oh yeah, you should put a chat box in there for people who want to chat on the website chat.
Well, then I had to moderate it.
Yeah.
So basically, the Discord is that.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Hello, Discord.
So yeah, I have a self-hosted alternative if Twitch and YouTube blow up at me for some reason. Like, if they get mad at me for co-streaming city council meetings.
Right, or saying something politically dangerous.
Yeah. Like, having you on the show. If they're like, we're going to start enforcing Tennessee state law. And I'm like, I almost swore on the stream. But, like, basically...
Right, is this a public performance
Yeah.
of someone not dressing as their assigned gender at birth.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah. Basically, it would be foolish of me not to have a plan.
Because
for...
their stay on that was only for 2 weeks, right? When they blocked it or whatever.
I'm not sure if this. I didn't see that the stay was limited, so I
saw that it was 2 weeks.
I saw that there was a stay, but it also wasn't supposed to start being enforced until July 1st anyway, I think. So
well, and then they moved it up to April 1st.
But so
and then there was a 2-week stay.
Oh, I don't know, but
so well,
it's still.
If they're gonna find some reason to arrest me, they will.
My point is Twitch and YouTube aren't enforcing it right now. Fandom Anon tips 20 and says, here's some money, have a lovely day. Thank you, Fandom Anon. That's going to get us up to 75 degrees angular. Woo!
Thank you, Fandom Anon. Hope you have a lovely day as well.
Woo. Well.
Thank you for your anonymous fandom.
Gritmonger says, I always fail assignments because I always fail gender assignments because I never do my homework. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I never do my homework, but I test well. But I'm not sure if that's true in terms of gender.
Yeah, I ended up getting an F on my gender assignment.
Oh, boy. So let's see. We've got some pixel art to try and do today. I want to see... Badger Spanner's raiding with a party of 4.
Oh!
What? I didn't realize you were streaming, Badger.
Badger, party of 4.
We can
Badger,
see you
party
by
of
the
4.
window, the best place in the house. Welcome, Badger Raiders. Emerald Storm is really loud, yelling Badger Raid with 6
Badger
exclamation
Raid.
points.
Brought to you by cool, refreshing Badger Raid.
Badger Raid.
Seize the Badger. Be the Badger.
Welcome, NJ. Glad you could join us. Also, we got another tip rolling in from Erdariel44, who says, "Hello from Finland.
Oh, that's a
These
great
streams
Finnish
are
accent.
always so much fun to watch. I hope you're both having a good day, isn't it?"
Oh, we having a bloody good day.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the compliment on my Finnish accent. I've been practicing that one.
Yes.
Is Badger Raid spite flavored? Badger says it also tastes of pink. Mahi00 says, I'm surprised Ohio isn't on today's song list. You know, that's actually not a bad point. If that's the one that's like Come Back to Texas by Bowling for Soup, right?
Yes. Does it have any relation to the UK?
No, because of Kent State.
Oh, because of, right.
I mean, if we hit 540, we can do Ohio. How do you feel about that? Quinn?
That sounds good. If we hit 540,
so
we can do almost anything.
Yeah, our goals right now at 180, we'll be singing "What's Left of the Flag" by Flogging Molly. At 360, the Beetlejuice will be performing "You'll Be Back,"
and at 540
from Hamilton.
We'll both perform Ohio.
Yep. Ellis says, I just copied and pasted the B movie for my assignment. There you go.
Did you get a B?
One of our siblings had a shirt that was just the entire script of the B movie.
Yeah, probably still has it.
That's the sort of thing that historians love, because when all other extant copies of the B movie script are destroyed, they'll find that shirt somehow preserved.
And they'll also be living in like a post-English society, and that'll kind of become the Rosetta Stone.
Well, that's the thing though, is for that to work, you actually need the script of the B movie as well as the several translations all printed on one shirt. And as I'm saying this
is an excellent idea.
This is actually an increasingly good idea.
I guess the only issue is copyright law.
Yeah, copyright law. If we got Beowulf, which is out of copyright. Could you pass me that tissue box, please?
Sure.
Sorry. It's inconvenient for both of us to reach, but I would have to throw my body across yours to get to it, so I feel like I should ask.
Yeah, and you would need to splash coffee everywhere.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Sorry. Like a coffee junkie.
Oh no. Okay. Hey, we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from.
It's from Rakuda.
Rakuda says, Quinn, keep on being an awesome person, and I'll keep speaking out against these horrible laws that are being passed. People deserve to be happy.
People deserve to be happy, and thank you, Rakuda, for your tip.
Thank you, Rakuda. We're bringing that camera around to 99 degrees angular. Once again, we're splitting the tips 50-50 today. Quinn came all the way across town here.
All the way across the town.
Okay, well, I mean, you did do it during rush hour. It is a pain.
I did.
It is a pain. I appreciate. I am constantly pleasantly surprised you come over here, and I know that part of it is that this is a paying gig, and so I really appreciate it when people keep tipping. Not because well, I mean, I also need to pay rent, but mostly because it's like, yay, we get to keep.
It's a lot of things. I'm
It's a lot of
usually
things.
asleep at this hour. That's number one. It's a drive. Usually, like, no traffic. It's like 15 minutes here. Morning traffic, it's like 30 minutes. So.
I'm sorry.
But it's okay. I put on some music. I warm up my voice. It's an experience.
Well, it's appreciated that you make the trip. Okay, so we are next to that. It looks like. Am I?
Well, I can't let the people down.
No.
It's not about you, Joe. It's about the people.
That's good. That's good. They deserve the best.
They do. Hello, people. You deserve the best.
It looks like I really screwed this up somehow.
What'd you screw up, Joe?
This spiral thing. I just.
Yeah, what is the plan? What's the plan with the spiral thing here?
My plan. My plan was I've been like this spiral thing. I've been stuck on it for weeks because it's like really intimidating. And so the plan was just gonna be like I was gonna try to just work on it and then
Can you
iterate on it
tell
later.
me why there is a spiral or what it's for?
So we got a photo, a deep field photo. If you look at the
Oh, I see. You mean in terms of the arts?
Yeah. So this deep field photo is like the pinball machine's skin.
Right.
And then
I
this...
thought you meant you were building a spiral structure, and I was like, I don't see a spiral anywhere.
No. But this spiral is like a lot of work to try and get right.
Yeah, it's
And
complex.
It's complex, and part of me is just like I should just keep working around it. But I feel like if I put a few blocks on it every time, maybe I'll just chip away at it and make some progress.
Yeah.
And feel better.
I have a question.
Sure.
Are you going to construct a giant outlet and a cord that this table plugs into?
Okay, so there is actually the power jack for the thing
Yeah.
is back here.
Okay.
And right now that's kind of partially underwater, and I don't have the thing set up. But yeah, I was thinking of running the power cable, which would be
All
about
the
8
way.
blocks wide, all the way over here to Etho's base. So one day he logs in, and
Yeah,
there's
you're
just
siphoning his power.
yeah, I'm just stealing power from Etho.
I love it.
There's just like an outlet on the ground here or something. But like I'm not gonna plug it. You don't plug something like this in until it's finished. You know?
Oh, well, of course not.
So,
I'm just asking in terms of the general plan.
That'll be like that'll be toward the end of the season.
Right.
And the thing is, if somebody else builds something funny around here, like some hermits have asked if this land here between me and Total Chaos is open, and some people
Is it?
Well, I said yeah. If you want to build something here, go ahead.
Sure.
And so if they build something that's funnier to plug the thing into,
Right, then you'll do that.
I'm not boxing myself in on this Etho thing. We have like 8 or 9 months. Like it's, I'm gonna see what the landscape looks like when it's time. You know.
Oh yeah, a lot can happen in 8 or 9 months.
Yeah. Dang it. Okay.
Whole humans can form.
Wow. That's a baby.
That's a baby.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so. And now I don't have. Okay. I gotta figure out like where on the thing
Okay.
I am here. So if I go stand here, I can look at the. I need to zoom in a ton over on this one,
Zooming in a ton.
so I can isolate my location.
Isolation is no fun.
Okay, so I am 3 pixels above that one, is what it looks like.
3 pixels above that one.
Does that line up with my understanding of this other thing?
Do you understand this other thing?
Not very well. You can tell.
I can tell. I don't understand it either because I don't know what the thing is anyway.
Okay, why would I do it that way? I think some of these blocks here are a mistake.
No blocks are a mistake, Joe.
Yeah, but these ones are also wrong. These are not right. I think this is part of what I was getting
You're not
hung
a
up
mistake, Block.
on.
We love you the way you are, but be gone.
But you're wrong.
But you're wrong, and you must pay.
I was like, I think this is part of what I was getting hung up on. As I was looking at this, and I was like, I can't tell. Like something is off here, and like I can't figure out what. And
But now
those-
you figured it out.
I figured it out. That's it. Sometimes the best way to start placing a few blocks is to remove a few blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you go, oh, that's
Yeah.
that's where the mistake was.
Sometimes you gotta go left to go right.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta laugh to cry.
Oh, no.
Sometimes you gotta live to die.
Whew, that's deep. So, let's see. If I'm on top of... Let's pan over so we can see where we are here. Sounds deep. Deep field. Hey, that's the name of the fiddle!
It's all coming together.
Fabled whatever writes, please do a Norwegian accent. Okay, hold on.
Okay,
We're-
hold on.
Google.com
Yeah.
slash
/ Norwegian. Translate.
I wasn't gonna say exactly what I was doing, so we're
Oh, okay.
English to Norwegian.
Yeah.
LMN.
There you go. There it is.
Hello from Norway.
Hei fra Norge.
Hi fra Norge.
Hi fra Norge.
Hi fra Norge. Says fabled whatever. Also, hi Quinn.
Yeah, how do we say hi, Quinn?
Well, let's see. Hello from Norway. Also, hi. Whoops, I should spell it also.
Sup?
Also, hi Quinn.
Hei fra Norge. Også hei, Quinn.
Hi fra Norge.
Også hi, Quinn.
Hei fra Norge.
Hei fra Norge. Norge.
Norge.
Også.
Badger Spanner writes, Joel sounded like the Swedish chef just then. That way mildly irritate the Norwegians. Fabled whatever says perfect though, so we clearly nailed it.
We nailed it.
Let's get another 25 on the board. We were at 99. That's gonna bring us up to 124 angular.
Woo, we're getting close to 180. I can feel it.
So
in
close.
my bones.
We're gonna play What's Left of the Flag at 180. I'm gonna perform as the Beetlejuice the Hamilton song "You'll Be Back," which is like one of the King's
It's a message
responses.
from the king.
A message from the King. One of those.
Message from the king.
Empcut Ligula says, I mean, it makes fun of the Swedes more, so the Norwegians are on board with it.
True, it is the Swedish chef, not the Norwegian chef. Nobody makes fun of Norwegians.
Meanwhile, the Badger Spanner writes, I am so sharing this void with Folly Litter. Okay, so,
Go ahead, make my day.
make Fally's day. He'll really appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Fally, we miss you. You're busy teaching school in Norway at this time, I think.
I don't know.
Got a text message here on the HermitCraft server. Let me make sure.
Text message.
Let me make sure that there's nothing like spoiler-wise where Doc is like, you better. Everybody needs to log off because something stupid's about to happen or something. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. So yeah, sorry. Just
You should log off because something spoilery bad happens.
yeah, or it's like, okay, I'm doing something crazy with the game dynamics, and any chunks that are loaded when it happens will be turned into obsidian or something like.
My chunks are dynamic.
Andrew Webb says, I'm actually so hyped to find out what's up at the perimeter.
What's up at the perimeter? I
It's a
don't-
mystery.
It's a mystery. We can make a few guesses, I guess, if we look back at history.
History shows don't touch Doc's stuff.
No, 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 no. And you know for a reason.
I know, don't touch Doc's stuff. I learned that firsthand. Oh boy. Yeah, I made
That
some.
happened last season?
No, that was the beginning of this season.
Oh, it's been a
Oh.
long season, folks.
Yeah, yeah. Oh boy.
Many moons, many mistakes.
Yeah. Okay, so how are we gonna? Let's see. I think that maybe. If I just get something in here, like it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. We're making progress on this. Oh, that does not look right. But it's good enough. It does.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So so basically, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but Korean and Scar went flying around underground, and they found one of Doc's machines. And the machine basically creates infinite TNT for mining purposes.
That's dynamite.
And the idea is that you need to press it, press the button to start it, let it run fully, and then press it again. Because it'll make TNT and then mine out ahead of itself and then chug forward. It's like a tunnel bore.
Okay.
The thing is...
So you need to press it again to stop it from doing that?
No, if you press it twice, it'll move forward into its own TNT.
Okay, which is not
Which is,
good.
will blow up the whole machine.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's all over Twitter.
It blew up all over Twitter.
Okay. Emily W says the coloring of the spiral reminds me vaguely of a Nautilus. Yeah, the big problem that we have is there's not enough olive colors in here, so I kind of feel like I'm kind of limited what I can do. Let's go get some
Olive used a different color by...
green concrete. Where are... Yeah. So we got green terracotta, green concrete, lime terracotta.
How about a green ricotta? Mix a pesto with ricotta. You oughta.
So like there's a whole bit that comes through here. Like I just need to make peace with the fact that this is not going to be good. Badger says the fact that people are saying it was scripted blows my mind. You can hear the genuine panic from both of them. Yeah, I know, right? Because they saw what happened to me.
Yeah. They know.
They know. Oh boy.
And how long would it have taken Doc to make such a machine?
Hours.
Hours?
And
Okay, but it's not like a day's thing. But there's still a reason to be angry, right?
it would set you back like 7 to 9 hours. So I guess you might consider that
a few streams.
You might consider that a day of
days.
work.
For sure.
Badger says, when I saw Scar and Grian do that, I turned to my mom and said, at least it wasn't Joe. Oh my gosh, if I had done that, that's the thing, is if I had done that, people would have been like, Joe, at this point, you're clearly just doing it for attention. Like,
yeah.
Like, that's the thing, is Scar and...
The wrong kind of attention.
Scar and Grian don't need attention. But, like... The problem is when something like that happens and I'm involved, people are like, Joe, I know your channel doesn't have a lot of subscribers, but you can't go around breaking other people's stuff. And I'm like, that's not what happened. Like, I'm not...
Yeah, otherwise you'd be doing things like that all the time.
Yeah, like...
Why would you wait like a year to do another thing like that? Or 6 months or however long. I don't know,
like Scar and Grian will actually increase the profile of Doc's channel by doing this.
Yes.
So, like, this is actually probably net positive for Doc.
This is a good thing for Doc.
Who actually just came back from having COVID and, like, hasn't been able to work for a few weeks.
Yes, this is a gift
to
the good doctor.
But, like, they also know he's not going to be happy about it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I saw the threats.
Yeah.
They better get ready for swift justice. I'm afraid for what that might look like. Get ready, Scar and Grian.
And Grian and Scar.
And Grian and Scar and Scar and Grian and Grian and Scar, and don't forget Scar and Grian.
No.
Who could forget?
Yeah, so Doc also has, right next to the thing that they blew up, he has this cage full of the hardest enemy in the game. With the idea being that if mobs spawn near
Is that the same thing that you...
The wardens.
And you got them on your driveway, all nice and pretty.
Yeah, so he has a cage of wardens next to those, because if you have enough wardens nearby, nothing else will spawn.
Okay, that's fair.
And so it stops like other creepers and stuff from spawning that would blow up the machine, right?
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah, and so, like, on the one hand, it's like, well, at least Scar and Grian didn't blow up the, like, door to the cage and let all the wardens out. But on the other hand, I feel like Doc might have been more like, well, justice has already been served here. If it's like a horror movie thing where they set off the chain reaction, and they're like, oh no, we destroyed Doc's machine, we're in huge trouble, and then immediately 100 wardens run directly toward them screaming. Like, that would have been one of those things where it's just like, okay, well, that was an open and shut case of justice being served.
Good point. Yeah.
Floof Boy says if other hermits are talking about the incident, it's probably really, really bad. Yeah, that's usually how you can tell.
Yeah, if we're at the point where we're just calling it the incident, it's really, really bad.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I heard, oh man, they definitely panicked afterwards. But I don't want to go into detail about that because I don't know how much of that they want to make public, and
it'll probably show up in their videos
it's better,
something, right?
Yeah, it's better if I let them share that. But, like, you know, in a year or two, once I know what didn't go public now, I'll be like, oh yeah, and here's one more thing about that.
Then you'll speak on it.
Then we can talk about it. But yeah.
Yeah, something for the memoirs.
Oh boy, but yeah.
If blocks could speak.
Yeah. see. We are, just as a reminder, about 45 minutes into the show.
45 minutes into the show, and how many degrees away from 180?
We are at 124 degrees angular. Our next goal is 180 degrees. So that puts us, 80 minus 24 would be 56. So remember, those tips are cumulative toward that goal. So, if you tip 6, somebody else tips 50. I mean, that gets us there in 2 steps.
That gets us there.
Lichtbach says, Scar locked all the doors in his house in real life in his video.
After that happened?
Apparently.
Wow.
Twubaka Whites, my wife is visiting London this week, and she keeps sending me pictures of all the random cats she is befriending.
Oh, I love random cats. I also love non-random cats. Like my cat Puerwitz.
Yeah. See, the thing is that's funny, when I messed with Doc, I was like, well, there's no way this is Doc's, because he would have put a sign on it saying, if you touch this, I will kill you. And so I was just like, this is obviously somebody who can take a joke stuff. Because if you can't take a joke, you label your stuff so that people know not to touch it.
Is Doc the only one who does that, or?
He can be he's one of the most severe in his reactions. Well, and
It does keep things interesting.
No, but I want to talk about that though in like a very the thing is though.
Sure.
This might
Let's
sound
be sensitive.
This might sound like I'm at like saying like, oh yeah, Doc is too sensitive. But like here's why I get it, right?
Yeah.
And that is because he has a new kid, like who's like a year or two old now, but still very young. He's not getting a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when you have a new kid, part of your brain, like you're like, okay, we're like on a knife's edge here in terms of like, I have to work a certain number of hours, but I have to help my spouse and I have to take care of the kid. Like
sure, you're in a survival mode of sorts.
You're in a survival mode of sorts, and if somebody screws with your process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
because you're just balancing all these spinning plates anyway.
Yeah. You feel like you're running on this knife's edge as a new parent. And so like, and you have to, in order to make it, you have to plan everything ahead as much as possible. You have to lay out your tools before you start your work. Like, okay, you have to have everything in the right place at the right time.
Yes, everything in its right place.
Otherwise, you're going to get behind and things are going to cascade and they're going to catch up to you. And you don't know if you can deal with it because you're not getting enough sleep. Right? And so it creates this visceral response when somebody like moves your tools.
Yeah.
And like it was one of those things where like when when Corinne was first born, it was like this, like I said, for the first few years, because you're trying to get on your feet financially with the new responsibilities of having a kid.
Yeah.
And you just like if somebody is just like, hey, I don't value your time and I'm gonna mess with you, it hits this like part of your like soul.
Yeah,
like,
it's very personal.
It's like the most personal thing. It's like it's the sort of thing where you have to stop yourself from punching back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, and,
yeah.
And so like I said, if I had known,
restrain yourself, and you're probably wondering like, oh, am I overthinking this? And no, they did screw up something that I spent a lot of time on.
But like,
a lot.
It's one of those things like you cannot, like you're already exhausted,
right?
And somebody's just like, here's another obstacle for you, and you go, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like the default is, this is the straw that broke the camel's back, and I'm gonna murder you for killing my camel, and you have to rein that in.
You gotta rein it in.
So I really understand why he was so upset, because like somebody at my old day job would be like, oh, hey, the client did something stupid, so now it's gonna screw with everything. And I'd be like, this is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And like, like, in my heart, I was just like, I'm just done.
Yeah.
I cannot deal with this. I'm going to flip over the desk and say, I quit. I cannot do this job if you won't respect my time.
Right.
I'm walking out of here.
Like, this is going to throw me off for months, just this one thing. Like,
at the point where you're
it's
going
colossal.
you're going to ruin the next month of my life anyway, I might as well quit my job and find a new job because I cannot deal with this.
Right.
Like, it's a thing.
Which is why parental leave for all parents.
That's why parental leave is really a good idea.
Important and should be a decent amount of time, not just like, oh, you get 2 weeks off.
But yeah, I mean, so like, Kate Foster says, I completely get that. I'm a stay-at-home mom with a 3.5-year-old and a 2-year-old. I'm still in parental survival mode.
Yeah.
And so like,
I feel like you are still. You've just kind of like acclimated to it.
Oh, I've definitely acclimated to it, but like,
you probably still have that visceral reaction sometimes where it's like, why?
You know, because it's like I'm like living paycheck to paycheck, and I'll get a message from somebody like I did work for, and they'll be like, you know what, we're actually gonna pay you at the end of May, and I'm like, great, that's fine. Also, tips are welcome via PayPal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Screaming externally, like. Yeah. But like, so yeah, but it's one of those things like, you know, I knew better than to mess with Doc because I knew he was at this point in his life,
right,
where it was not fair for anyone to mess with him.
Yeah.
And
had you known, it would not have happened.
Had I known it was
Not at
him,
all.
I would not have done it. And the thing is too, that when he did respond,
yes,
I was like, oh, good. I was worried he was going to freak out because he's like yelling at me on Twitter.
right,
And I'm like, oh, good. If this was actually a big deal, he would have like sent me a personal message.
yeah, and then he did.
But it turned, so I was like, okay, good. We're just gonna have fun with this. And then it's like, no, he was too upset to send me a personal message and went it on Twitter. And so, but like, once again, this is the sort of thing, like, if your friend or your coworker is a new parent, you don't screw with them.
No.
Like, and so, like, I am not
no
faulting
pranks,
him here.
nothing.
I am not faulting him here. I'm explaining how I screwed up, and you know,
yeah, and that you understand.
And so
situation.
that's the thing though, is I misunderstood. I thought he was joking about like this by bringing it to me in that way, and then I joked back, and like after a day and a half, or maybe not a day and a half, but like way too long, he eventually like messaged me privately. It was like, I can't understand why you haven't fixed this yet. And I was like, oh, I thought we were comedically escalating this. And he's like, no, we're not. And I'm like, oh, okay, then I'll fix it. Like,
right,
next problem. Like, dude, okay, I screwed up.
Got it.
Happy to fix it.
Yeah.
That's part of being a collaborative team, is sometimes you misread how other people respond to stuff, you know. But
yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're just like exchanging tweets or like.
Yeah. But yeah, breaking Doc's stuff is not a good idea.
No, do not do that.
Floof Boy says, just a heads up, I haven't watched one of your streams, just knew you were on HermitCraft, so why is the camera basically upside down, and who is actually Joe Hills? So the camera rotates when we get tips, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat.
Woo!
And I'm Joe Hills in terms of which voice. I'm the one in the foreground here.
And I'm Quinn Hills in the background.
Yep. Welcome. Yeah, if you haven't seen a lot of my HermitCraft stuff, Cub Fans Total Chaos is over here, just to give you a sense of geography. My base is this giant pinball machine, and then the shopping district is over there. I don't want to go over there right now because there's spoilers outside the TCG arena. Luckily, the spoilers are facing away from us, but I can't fly past them and then fly back. But yeah, there's Scar's Castle. If you're trying to get a sense of where things are, there's iBuy, Impulse Buy. Ethos build is behind us. A Solus tips 5, who says, always respected how you approach things, Joe. Thank you very much, Solus.
Thank you. Is that an Australian 5?
That is, but you know, the thing is, with the way YouTube does this, it's for anything that's roughly $1, it just treat it like $1. So we're gonna rotate the camera to 129.
Woo!
There we go, rotated.
Rotated.
So Solus, thank you for supporting the arts and our
Thank you,
work in
Solus.
particular. We are splitting the tips 50-50. BZ Cheese says, was the incident a genuine mistake or a comedic mistake?
Which
Both.
incident?
I mean, like both my incident and the Scar incident were genuine mistakes, but they're also incredibly funny.
Yes.
Like that's
It can be both.
so
Funny for certain parties, yes.
yeah. I mean, I
Probably most parties.
yeah. So, but I like I said, I think that this is actually kind of going to be, in general, a boon for Doc because he's coming back from being sick, and instead of looking at all of his projects that he's 2 weeks behind for and going, which one do I try to catch up on first? He's just like, revenge. Next problem. Normally he would hammer out an episode once a week. He knocked this one out in less than 24 hours. He's like, it's revenge time.
Yeah, you can't schedule your revenge. You need to just get right to it.
Yeah. Floof Boy says, wait, is this on YouTube and Twitch? Yep, I'm multi-streaming. We also have a Discord chat for the Patreon patrons.
Also streaming live on joehills.net.
/live. Although that one takes a second to load, as we saw earlier. But yeah, thank you so much again to Solus. We are now, let's see, 51 away from being completely upside down, at which point we would be singing.
Upside down.
Solus tips another 5, who says, you both deserve a $5, even if it's Australian pennies. Well, that's going to bring us up to
Aw,
134.
thank you.
Once we hit 180, Quinn will be performing Flogging Molly's What's Left of the Flag. If we hit 360, the Beetlejuice will be performing from Hamilton, You'll Be Back.
You'll be back. If we hit 540.
If we hit 540, we'll be doing Ohio by Bowling for Soup. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Hardluck says, howdy, Joe and Quinn. Howdy, chat.
Howdy, hard luck. Hope you're having a fantastic morning up Ohio way. So I was actually thinking about you because there's a wrestling exhibition show at No Quarter this Sunday.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we're likely to go because transit around Nashville is likely to be pretty bonkers
It will be, yeah.
for the whole weekend.
Weather looks iffy as well, and it's an outdoor event.
Yeah. Don't sign the affiliate contract. It's terrible. Yeah. Basically, if you're not good enough, Twitch is like Twitch used to give certain partners special contracts, and if you're not good enough at YouTube and Twitch to get a special partner contract, don't sign the default one.
Yeah.
And Chloe, the Great and Powerful, tip in 14 says, always lovely to see Quinn on the show. Let's go ahead and bring this up to 148.
Thank you, Chloe. You are great and powerful.
Woo. But yeah, there's a whole thing that some people are actually mad because Twitch wants to get rid of the special contracts and make everybody just have the same bad contract. And they're like, but you're supposed to be using our reputations to sell the bad contracts to other people, not make us have a bad contract. And I'm like, wow, this is a real face-eating leopard situation here.
Yeah, as someone who has the bad contract, it's bad.
Yeah, oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to, like, publicly shame you. I forgot you had that. I'm sorry.
You're fine. There's probably other people in your chat who have the bad contract.
Yeah. Sorry, go with the bad contract.
Bad contract. That's why your tips are vitally important, because subs and ads on Twitch don't really do much.
Yeah. Affiliate does have a no mutual streaming clause in it, Fluffy Boy.
Yes,
Which
it
is
does.
one of the reasons I'm not an affiliate. But tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are currently 32 away from our goal of 180 to have Quinn perform What's Left of the Flag. Did I not put a bed down over here?
No, I don't think
Dang it.
so.
They're getting rid
Lay
of...
your bed down and dream.
They're getting rid of the non-compete for TikTok and Instagram, but they weren't getting rid of the YouTube.
Okay, so I can stream to TikTok, multi-stream.
Yeah, or something. They're like for non-competing streaming services. You can, but like they consider YouTube a competitor or something.
I wonder why.
So yeah, YouTube is the outlaw.
What a thing to be on this glorious May the 4th.
Oh man,
To be an outlaw.
did you hear?
To be a rebel.
Okay, I don't know if we actually really talked about it on Tuesday night, but did you hear Corinne talking about the Wellerman?
Yes.
Yeah. Did she explain why or whatever?
She said someone was singing it, right?
So apparently, no, everyone's singing it. So apparently, YouTube Shorts is like now where people are recycling their old TikTok content.
I think we had another tip come through on YouTube.
Oh, we did. Let me check that what SGD is, because I don't think that's one of the equivalent ones. That comes out to 4 U.S. Abacus beads. Thank you very much, Pan Pie Pid, who says, "Howdy, Joe and Quinn. Here's
Pan
a
Pie
tip
Pid.
for a not as bad contract. Thank you." That gets us to 152. But yeah, so apparently, like, none of our friends really watch TikTok, but they all watch YouTube Shorts.
Okay.
And so the Wellerman is now, like,
it came back around.
that's, like, the big thing for kids right now.
Wow. Maybe I should sing that on my karaoke stream tonight, because I do have that.
So we spent the entire bus trip with her asking questions about whaling ships and Wellerman. And and she's like, but why are they waiting for the Wellerman? And wait, what is the Wellerman? What kind of goods does the Wellerman bring?
Yes.
Like, is it just sugar and tea and rum? And it's like, well, no, there's actually a bunch of stuff that the Wellerman provides. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Right, and how long until there's a horror movie called The Wellerman about a scary Wellerman?
Oh yeah, that's
Soon may the Wellerman come.
from the people that brought you Ringu. They're like, creepy well girl is overdone. We need Wellerman.
Creepy
Like-
man.
Yeah, it's like, well, that's not really the same concept. Yes, it is. Hey, thank you to Samuel for tipping 12, who says, for Jotation and Quinn Spin.
Quinn Spin. How
Quinn
had
Spin.
we never
How did we
used
not
that
miss?
before?
How did we miss that? That's gonna get us
The
up to
Quinn factor.
64.
Welcome back to the No Quinn Zone.
The no Quinn zone.
No, that's every other Joe stream.
Yeah.
This is the yes
Yeah.
Quinn Zone.
Yeah. Samuel says for Jotation and Quinn Spin in it.
Thank you, Samuel.
Thank you, Samuel.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring some more green concrete here.
Oh, Mr. Hardluck
We're
is
gonna go-
under the weather.
Oh no! Not the weather.
Well, we hope you feel better.
We hope you feel greater.
Greater, yes.
Get gooder soon.
Get gooder. Get good luck, hard luck.
Yeah.
You're
Badgerspan writes, it's not even a real shanty. It was written in the 1970s.
that ain't no real shanty.
No.
Have I ever seen one?
Yeah.
I know shanty.
Yeah.
I said,
It's a sea ballad from, well, it was first documented in the 1970s, it says.
okay. Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I kept trying to explain to Corinne that this was a big deal a couple of years ago. Howdy, Corrales. And she's just like...
Howdy, Corrales.
She's like, I don't remember that. I'm like, well, you weren't... Yeah.
Yeah, of course not.
Of course you don't.
It was at the start of the pandemic.
Yeah.
I think everyone was singing shanties.
Yep.
Because we were all out on boats. When you're quarantined, you're like, I might as well be on a boat. And then when you're on a boat, you're singing shanties.
It was the #1 single on the UK charts. Wow. Wait, in the 70s or in 2021?
So our 720 goal is we'll sing the Wellerman. .540 Ohio. 360 you'll be back. And the very imminent 180 What's Left of the Flag by Flogging Molly.
Badger says it hit #1 on the UK charts in 2021.
Oh. That's really not that long ago at all,
Yeah.
is it? That was... wow.
Okay. I wonder if Corrales likes the Wellerman.
You could just ask.
It's like if we could go
Hello,
sing...
Corrales.
Yeah, I mean, let's go hide in Corrales' face and sing the Wellerman. You know what, though? The problem with Corrales...
To say the name of the ship was the
Billy
Billy
O.T.
O.T.
The winds blew up, her bow dipped down, oh, blow my bully boys blow.
Oh,
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Ha! Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. I don't know this da-da-da part. Do you know this da-da-da?
Maybe it's from a remix or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the wrong song.
No, I can't do it. It's completely. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale still came up and caught her, all hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not of greed, and he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Ho! Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack then tight once more. All boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Ho! Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut, the whale's not gone. The Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Yeah. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Cassidy tipped 10. Thank you, Cassidy. That gets us to 174, putting us only $6 away.
Thank you, Cassidy. This
From-
feels attainable.
From Quinn performing an actual song without me wrecking it.
Hey.
Chloe the Great and Powerful tipped 7 for the sugar and tea and rum fund. Oh, that makes me sad that there's no grocery stores in Nashville that you can get sugar and tea and rum. Because, I really feel like that would be a great, tweet. It's just me with the shopping cart with, 50-pound bag of sugar, a box of Lipton tea, and, 2 bottles of rum. I don't know how I'd hold the camera.
I think the sugar is the issue. Well, let's see. There's probably a liquor store that maybe has sugar to sprinkle around your glass or something,
That's
for
salt.
but some drinks have sugar sprinkled on it.
Oh, really? Wow, that's fancy.
And then there's there's hard tea that you can buy. That counts as tea.
Oh, man, that is the best with Sundrop. But, did I mention that we're at 181?
What?
So that means we actually hit our goal thanks to Chloe, the great and powerful.
Thank you, Chloe, the great and powerful.
So, I mean, I don't know if y'all know this song. We're gonna have Quinn.
I mean,
do
if they know our song from the second album,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
What's Left of Sam McGee, then they might be familiar with the melody.
Yeah. So, were you gonna do this with the accent? Because whenever I do this song, I always want to do it with the accent. I always want to go. His eyes they closed, and his last breath spoke. He had seen all to be seen.
I mean, I can.
Well,
would you like me to do that?
How would you feel most expressive? What would you like to do? And also, is it okay if
I guess I lean towards not doing it, because if people want to hear the accent, they can just hear the original one, kind of make it our own a little bit. But
that's true. Okay, and
you can sing with an accent, and I won't.
Do you want me to come in on the refrain?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
How about you go very heavy on the accent in the refrain?
Okay, hold on. I got
then everybody's
walk away,
happy.
me boy, walk away, me boy, and by morning we'll be free. Wipe that golden tear. Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dar. Yeah,
Dar.
I'm like vibrating my jaw left and right to hit the dar, and raise what's left of the flag for me.
You gotta do that.
Oh boy, I'm like popping my jaw.
That was a little country, actually.
I mean,
but there are a lot of Irish
Ireland
immigrants
is a
to the
country.
south.
You might have noticed.
A lot of places have a south. That's
Yeah.
true.
Well, there's a great tweet I saw that's like, you don't like country music, and then there's a world map with the names of all the countries. Well, where else are they gonna make it? The ocean.
That's a shanty.
That's a shanty.
That's a
at
shanty.
That point.
We've covered every
We've got-
geographical genre at this point.
We've got both kinds of music, country and shanty. Okay,
we play both kinds.
we play both kinds.
His eyes they closed, and the last breath spoke. He had seen all to be seen. A life once full, now an empty vase, with the blossoms of an early grave. Walk away, me boy, walk away, me boy, and by morning we'll be free. Wipe that golden tear from your mother, dear, and raise what's left of the flag for me. Then the rosary beads, count 'em 1, 2, 3, fell apart as they hit the floor. In a garb of black, we must pay respect to the colors we're born to mourn. Walk away, me boys, and by morning we'll be free. Wipe the golden tear from your mother, dear, and raise what's left of the flag for me. Walk away, me boys, and by morning we'll be free. Wipe the golden tear from your mother, dear, and raise what's left of the flag for me. In his place, an angry festered wound filled with hatred and remorse, where I'd pick and scratch till the blood inhabits the silence now fills my lungs. For there are many ways to kill a man, they say, with a bayonet, axe, or sword. The son of a bullet fired from a shapeless guise leaves nothing but a shell of a Thompson gun. Walk away, me boys, walk away, me boys, and by morning we'll be free. Wipe the golden tear from your mother, dear, and raise what's left of the flag for me. From the eastern to the western shore, where many men and many more will fall. But no angel flies with me tonight till freedom reigns on all, and curse the name for which we slaved our days, so every man to his kingdom come. Sure as night turns to day, ends the passion play. Oh my God, what have they done? The madman's rage will dig our graves, but the dead fools. Walk away, me boys, walk away, me boys, and by morning we'll be free. Wipe that golden tear from your mother, dear. Raise what's left of the flag for me.
Woo!
Woo!
That was fantastic, Quinn.
Thank you.
I
Definitely forgot how a lot of these lines scan, but that's okay.
I was like looking at it. I was like, oh, or she's really going to wild with some of the, some of the meter.
It's interpretive.
Yeah, I was like, this is way more. I'm glad that I'm not singing along because I would not have interpreted it this way, and I would be wrong, right?
You probably would have been right.
Yeah, but like it would have made it sound worse if we're in conflict.
Conflict.
So, speaking of conflict, for those of you who remember the American Revolution, if we get a full revolution here, get to 360 degrees, we're going to be performing You'll Be Back from Hamilton. I'll be singing that as the Beetlejuice. So if you ever wanted to hear the Beetlejuice perform a song from Hamilton, here is your chance.
Here's your chance. You've all been waiting for it.
Yeah.
For a very long time.
Why is this not...
How old is the Beetlejuice as a concept? Is there like a Beetlejuice anniversary that you celebrate?
Well, like a lot of things, it's just kind of something I make up a lot of stuff as I go, and sometimes it sticks, you know? But I don't know in advance what's going to stick.
Sure.
But hey, real quick, we did get a tip rolling in from Screeching Newt for 10, who says, wonderful music. Thank you, Screeching Newt. That gets us to 191. So, whoops, 191, that means we are... What would that be? 169 away, I think.
169 away from You'll Be Back.
People are saying the Beetlejuice started in season 7. Yeah, I feel like it was like around the beginning of the pandemic thing.
Started the panty.
Yeah, that's a great way to say that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the only way.
Yeah. There's a truth to it that I appreciate. Boy, I'm really not 100% sure about how this part's going. But like I said, at a certain point, we just need to iterate and get some... I need to be okay with getting some of this wrong.
Yes. Just like I got some of that song wrong.
Exactly.
It's okay. Because
Badger
just
says,
like what you're doing now, we did not rehearse.
Badger says the Beetlejuice was definitely after we started dating. Okay, so yeah. So it's...
Okay.
Yeah, so the last 3 years or so then. Okay.
It's one of those things that can only come out of a great relationship.
Clearly.
And did you have the chains before, or like you using the chains on the stream before that, or?
The Jost and the Chains was a much older bit.
Okay, but the Beetlejuice specifically.
Was a new thing.
It was a new thing.
It was an evolution of the
It's
Jost
an
concept.
evolution, right?
We didn't reverse engineer the Jost from the Beetlejost.
Okay, so I see. The Jost is Squirtle and Beetlejost is Wartortle.
Yeah.
But we don't know what Blastoise might be.
No. And people ask, they're like, there's Jomez Adams, but that's I feel like
yeah,
I feel
that's,
like Jomez Adams
adjacent.
is like very adjacent to the Beetlejost.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't like I feel like we can push things further. We just
Oh,
don't.
for sure. Yeah, we can always push further.
I had the Beetlejuice skin before the Beetlejost. Wait, really?
Yes. Who are our Beetlejost historians?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who keeps the records here?
Okay, so we need some lime green dye.
Lime green dye.
Okay, we need to maybe go chop down some cacti.
Is that where you get that from?
Yeah, but I don't know if there's any cacti left over here. I have to go use commerce.
Ooh, commerce.
There's a shop over here, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Don't wanna spoil anything for the people at home. Don't want the fellow hermits to get mad at you. Maybe that's the main thing.
Yeah, okay. Turning the render distance down to 2 chunks. Okay.
Two chunk.
Two chunk,
No
two
such thing
furious.
as two chunk.
Have you seen that Chunkers
Can always have
the
more
cat?
chunk.
Have you seen the Chunkers the cat movie?
Garfield?
No. So, Ryan Estrada, who wrote like the Banned Book Club and a bunch of other stuff. He dang it. Oh, this is one of those like stupid things where I don't have enough inventory space to manage my task properly. So he did this like it was like a 24 or 48 hour 7 I don't know. Like it was a very short period of time film contest. And so the short film that he and his wife and their team made was called Chonkers, and it's about a cat that gets too large. And it's like, it starts off kind of like, this cat is just big, like Garfield, but then it's like, no, this cat is like Clifford the Big Red Dog, and by the end it's like the cat is basically like Godzilla.
Honey, I blew up the cat.
Yeah. But yeah, let me see if I can.
And it's a short film.
Yeah. YouTube.com. If I search for Chunkers. Ryan Estrada, yeah. But like, it's actually a short film, and like, it's a 72-hour film festival.
About 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's running time.
Yeah. But yeah, for the Liquid Arts 72-hour film festival. And it's like, okay, so what do we have? We have the skyline of Korea. We have access to some military stuff, because also Korea. We have Ryan Estrada's a cartoonist, so he drew an animated Chunkers.
Is he based in Korea?
Yeah, his wife's Korean.
Oh, okay. That does not necessarily.
So the thing is, Ryan Estrada was originally famous for he traveled the world while cartooning. So he was like a web cartoonist who like was like backpacking around the world.
Oh, okay.
And so he would draw comic on his laptop and upload them or whatever about his adventures, and also just about stories he was making and stuff. And when he got at some point he met a lady from Korea, and they fell in love and got married, and he settled down there. But like, so he's not famously from Korea. He's famously from the entire world. But now he's based out of Korea. What are we?
Just the way you said that she's Korean, it made it sound like, well, of course they live in Korea. She's Korean.
Well, that's specifically why he settled down there. If that
Okay.
makes any sense.
Now I
after
know
a
now
world
I know
of
the context.
or after globetrotting for like years and years.
Because we do have Korean people here.
Yeah, I'm aware. But yeah, they're kind of Ryan Estrada and his wife are kind of back in the news because they wrote the book Banned Book Club, which was about how you know how like originally when the South Korean democratic government was formed, it was not the most democratic of democratic governments because they were constantly, using war powers because they were constantly at war.
That's like every democratic government that forms.
Yeah. So there was a lot of banned books back in the day in Korea, and so
about like what, Led Zeppelin?
well, I mean anything
other
that the
bands?
government
The
might
Who?
not find appropriate.
Any books about bands? Okay.
Oh, I get it. But anyway, now that Florida is banning a lot of books, one of the books they're banning is the Banned Book Club books.
Oh.
Beef is messaging the Hermits with a copied and pasted message about shipping the cards. That's fine.
How do you know he didn't scribe that specifically for you?
Okay, this is something that's just came in, but it's not urgent, or well, it's not immediately actionable. So,
Okay.
how can I tell Beef didn't write that message directly for me? Because it says I'm reaching out to the Hermits to figure out which of you are interested in this. And like I've explicitly told him multiple times, I am super hype interested, mega interested. Yes.
Anything related to the cards.
Yeah, like
it's
so
in the cards for you.
Yeah. He's just so basically he's like getting a head count on part of this right now.
Right.
He's like, okay, final head count so I can talk to the printer because the thing is the cards that he wants us to sign to have shuffled in, he has to have done at the beginning of the run,
Right.
or early, so
Yeah.
that way they can get mailed to us and mailed back to get put into the shuffling machines that randomize the pack.
Mm-hmm.
So
Makes sense.
So yeah, he needs a head count on which of us are definitely signing cards, so that way he can put all of those at the beginning of the production run.
Right. And what's the date that y'all are shooting for those to be released? Like to be
I can't.
sent to people?
There's not
Or there isn't one?
There's not a public date other than shipping fall 2023 on the website.
Okay. Q3.
But Emily W says, are TCG cards still on sale? Great question. You can get them at creocards.com/products/hermitcraft. I'm just going to post that link as a favor to y'all.
Post it. Don't be shy.
You know what? I'm going to post that in some other places too.
Post it in all the places.
Yeah, okay. So for example, in the Art House Discord.
Art House.
Just as a reminder, our TCG is still on pre-order until May 15th.
May 15th.
Please order some so I can brag to Darby about the number of cards printed. The first run of Magic the Gathering had printed 2.6 million cards. So if we hit 2.7, that'll be really funny.
Yeah. So you folks at home, if you just buy like 1,000
Most of them
of
are
the
not gonna buy 1,000
boxes
boxes.
each,
Yeah.
which won't set you back too bad. I don't know. I can't afford it, but maybe you can.
Okay, let's real quickly make sure I didn't miss anything on Tumblr, or not Tumblr, Twitter.
Twiddler.
Oh, that reminds me. I did post something on Tumblr last
Let me
night.
see if I missed anything on Blue Sky.
Oh, yeah, I need to get an invite for that. Do you have an extra invite, or do I need to
I don't
bother
have any invites yet.
Okay, well, there's somebody I know who has some invites, but I haven't bothered them. Now that I found out I can get my domain name, are you using redactedhills.com as your Blue Sky name?
I'm not.
Because I'm going to use
But I could.
Yeah, I'm going to use joehills.net as mine.
That's fair.
So, but now, yeah, that's the killer app for me, is that a domain name I own can just be my username.
That is pretty cool.
So,
if anyone is on Blue Sky, if you just search for Quinn Hills, I'm the top result.
oh, awesome.
I'm the only Quinn Hills on there.
Okay. Hey, Firecracker says, I just got here. Anyway, we could quick flip the camera because I want to see Quinn's hairstyle. Well,
A quick flip.
we did just get a $20 tip from Ellis, who says, fun to Jost Hamilton covers. So that's going to bring us up to 210. But the camera rotates as tips come in. So
Right, so if we get to 360...
if we're at 360, that would be flipping the camera, I guess. I mean, I can make the camera bigger
Sure.
as a treat for you.
Just rotate your head.
So yeah, you just rotate your monitor, and you can see there's...
Hello, it's me and my hair.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, and then bringing that back to normal here.
Back to normal.
But yeah, we are 170 away from that 360 goal. Firecracker says, Quinn looks amazing. Thank you, Firecracker.
Thank you.
Okay, so I need to... Where's my PayPal link? We are splitting the tips 50-50 today. So if you appreciate Quinn coming across town to record and stream...
I appreciate y'all.
So, okay, where was I?
You were putting...
I feel like I was
card links everywhere. You
I
already
was putting
did
the
that.
card links. Did I see Discord's changing the usernames? Yeah. Oh, I need to send that Blue Sky invite request.
Yeah. Sun is
Find or start a
shining in the
conversation.
sky. There ain't no cloud in sight.
Now that I know you're on Blue Sky, then I want to. I want to get on there so I don't miss out.
The people are on there.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna show. I mentioned not being very photogenic last night, and Corinne was like, "Well, I'm the best at taking pictures because when
Of anyone
yeah
in the world, perhaps.
yeah, and it's like, well, because she has a phone when she stays with her mom, and
Right,
she's like,
and a lot of free time.
and a lot of free time, and she's like, I take the best pictures of my dog and friends, and so
Dog and friends.
So she messed with my hair for like 5 minutes, which doesn't. It still came out bad, and then made me pose.
And then you got photo bombs.
Yeah, and then I got photobombed anyway, and I was like, Corinne, I think you need to pay attention to the light to make sure the light's not behind me next time. And she's like, it's fine. It's like,
She's 10. She has time to learn all the principles.
But yeah, I'm a little worried about this new Discord thing because they're gonna let people pick unique usernames based on how early you started using Discord. So I'm concerned I'm not gonna be able to get drill.
Yeah. Even though that is legally your name,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Mahi Zero writes, is that XB's Firecracker? I like to think that Firecracker is her own.
Hey Joe.
Well, do we get another tip rolling in? Woo! We got 50 rolling in from Rex Verdi, who says, good to see you both. What? Thank you so much, Rex.
Thank you, Rex.
Let's bring that camera around another 50 degrees.
Another
Woo!
50 degrees.
Up to 260. That gets us 100 away from our goal.
It's only
Where the
100
Beetlejuice
away
will
from
sing
the
Hamilton's
Beetlejuice.
You'll Be Back.
Singing You'll Be Back.
A message from the king.
A message from the king. Not Elvis.
No, not that one.
I don't recognize his monarchy. Because he just stole a lot of music
That's a good point.
from people of color.
Not very cool, Elvis. Not very cool.
Yeah, be cool, Elvis. If you're on here, if you're listening,
If
just be cool.
you're out there, King. Ooh-wee. I like the way that people just say the word king like it's like a second person pronoun.
Yeah.
Like, but I like to think that they're just like, maybe Elvis quantum leaped into the person I'm talking to right now, and I should be prepared.
Right.
You know what would also be great is if Tony started being used as a... Like, it's just like, just in case Tony Danza quantum leaped into this person and won't respond to any other name besides Tony.
Isn't Tony Danza still alive?
But still only taking on roles with the name Tony for the character, yeah.
But I guess, I mean, Sam Beckett was still
Sam
alive
Beckett was
and
still
leapt into other
alive
people.
after he
That's a
stepped
good
into the
point.
quantum
That's a good point.
accelerator. I don't know what
So
your point
Tony
is here.
Danza stepped into the quantum accelerator because
Yeah.
he is the boss.
Yeah, and he needed to prove it
Yeah.
to the government so they didn't shut him down.
Right, and now he's setting right what once went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's a admirable goal.
Admirable. That reminds me, I need to finish the new season of Quantum Leap.
I haven't watched it yet. I was waiting to hear your review.
I need
What do you think so far?
I've watched maybe like 3-4 episodes. It's
Okay, that doesn't sound
it's
great.
uneven,
Okay.
and it's on Peacock. So
Oh, that's never
that's
mind.
probably the main reason why you haven't watched it.
No, I'm gonna have to buy it on iTunes in like 6 years once Peacock folds. It's that. What's the Baby Columbo show?
Poker Face.
Poker
That's really
Face.
good. Also on Peacock.
Yeah, I heard the thing that makes me want to watch it is apparently they wrote it in such a way that the main character is basically the daughter of the Columbos who has changed her name to avoid her mom because the mom from Columbo was kind of weird.
Yeah, you could watch it like that.
And like apparently it just all lines up. And I'm like, I want to watch a show about Baby Columbo.
Everything's coming up,
But
Columbo.
I have paid for Peacock twice, and both times I paid for the ad-free version, and instead of
still had ads.
they're like, we're not going to show you ads, we'll show you promotions for our NBC's Love Island. And I'm like, I don't want to see a Love Island promotion. Like, and sometimes they would play it twice. They're like, you would have had 2 ads. So instead we'll show you the same promotion for Love Island twice in a row. And I'm like, I am paying extra to not see the ads, and I cannot deal with it. I'm like I tried.
Joe does not love Island. Joe hates Island.
I tried Peacock twice, and both times they were not cool.
Not cool.
And I'm
Peacock.
like, that's it. Nope. You don't get another time.
No. 2 strikes and you're out.
2 strikes and you're out. Exactly.
We play Russian baseball here.
Zhao Yan says, I hope I get a signed Joe card. Here's hoping to luck that most of us get some epic cards. Well, just as a reminder, the signed Joe cards will be signed just like at Joe Hill's. But like, if you meet me at a convention and bring me an unsigned card, I would sign it with something more personal, like, howdy, Zhao Yan, Joe Hill's here, right? So you don't have to stress out like, oh, if I don't get a Joe Hill's card randomly signed, I'll never get one. Because like, I go to a lot of gaming conventions and stuff, and so you'll have the chance, or maybe one of your friends will be going to that gaming convention. You can say, take this card and go to this panel and get it signed, that sort of thing.
Sure.
But yeah,
I might even be there.
Yeah.
I don't have a card.
There's
but
no Quinn card.
I could sign something.
Unfortunately, that's the saddest part of the trading card game.
Sad.
So let's bring the camera up here. This is not great, but it's fine. This is not great at all.
Not great. Not great at all. All right, what's still working on the spiral?
Is Tommy In It the name of a YouTuber? Because if your entire identity on Twitch is somebody else's thing, that's just not okay. And that account is brand new too. Okay, yeah, that's probably a troll. People who show up with a name like I like famous person and have an account that's a week
Tommy,
old.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? You've been
It's pronounced, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
lover of Tommy.
Like that is clearly a troll account. Like, wow.
Wow, troll. Wow.
Okay. So, yeah.
We will not pay a toll to the troll.
Thomas, isn't it? Thank you, Voucher Spanner, for that.
Thomas, isn't it?
Okay, so we're gonna have here. Actually, I think, as I'm looking at this here, I think we want to actually maybe kind of come in here like so.
Okay.
These, once again, iterative process.
Iterative process, a process that's iterative.
Very iterative.
You do it once, then you do it again.
Sure do. Okay, we need to get some of these light gray terracottas here.
Gotta get some light gray terracotta.
Okay.
You oughta
I oughta. Wow, we're
get
running
some
low. On that.
terracotta.
Let's get rid of the oranges for right now. We're not really using those. Gonna need more of these.
Songs of the doomed. The greatest benefit to mankind. Primitive passions.
Are you just
The
reading
children.
books? I was gonna say, wait, are you referencing? No, as a filmmaker,
Your
Primitive
pinball
Passions
machine.
is probably the sort of book you would have read.
Never did.
Okay, well, it's primarily about Chinese film,
Oh, cool.
but it's like an exploration of like emotion and government oppression through Chinese filmmaking.
Sounds like that book is good as gold.
Yeah, I had that on my. That was part of my history. You're just listing more of the books in here. It's fine. I keep wanting. Every time you do that, I want to look at the shelf instead of talking to the mic, and it's just like really.
I know, some things are strange. Birds are weird.
Somehow this is the worst thing you have ever done on stream. Like my brain cannot process.
Does it feel like a nightmare? Because I have a dream. The roots of Southern populism. Okay, I'll stop.
It's fine. We're all having fun here.
PayPal that means let's do it.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's a challenge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, if you want to borrow that Primitive Passions book, you definitely should. Are you still borrowing
to
something
finish
else?
Cultish.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna say, but I remember last time I offered you a book. I offered you Ducks, and you're like, no, I'm still finishing something else. Yeah, Cultish.
Yeah, Cultish. It's good. I just need to finish it.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Okay,
But
so...
I now have a lot more time, so I can read it. But I can also write commissioned songs.
Ooh, yeah, people, the link is pinned there.
Yeah, NJ Coffee Junkie commissioned a song, and NJ, have you debuted that song yet? Have you started using it? Have you streamed upon it?
Not officially, but will tomorrow, writes NJ in the Twitch chat.
You heard it here first.
Hey, we got a tip rolling in from Personal Zombie for 20, who says, so you can buy more books for Quinn to sing the titles of. No, don't encourage
Thank
her.
you, Personal Zombie.
That gets us to 280, rotating.
Tales of time now past. Encyclopedia Magica.
Yeah, Ducks is a book by Kate Beaton. It's very good. It's about the oil fields and also like student
Ducks?
loans being terrible. Yeah,
Ah.
it's like basically about the breakdown of small town life when everybody has to leave town to go make money in the oil fields, and like it's really good. But it's autobiographical.
I was born in a small town.
How does that one go?
Oh, it's a Mellencamp song, I believe.
Firecracker says how much?
John the Cougar.
How much for adding an auto-tuned harmony of me on the song? Which song, Firecracker?
You'll Be Back?
Oh, wait. Oh, do you mean for the Redacted Hills? Okay. So, like, if you wanted a theme song, that would be $400. And
Sure.
Quinn could, if you
commissioned a $400 song, then, wait, are you adding yourself singing with me, or you'd like me to be auto-tuned? Because me auto-tuned is included, if you want it. But you got options.
Okay,
you sing.
so Firecracker's saying, like, okay, so,
yeah,
like,
we can do a duet.
yeah, you make a song, and then I'll send you my own track, and...
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I know you can auto-tune it yourself, or I'll auto-tune it, because I have the tools.
Yeah, I know Firecracker has a good mic, so... This is, like, a known person, which is why the VIP jewel is there. This is not just some rando.
Oh, I
Big
know
wig.
this is not I Love Thomas, isn't it? 2010.
Yeah, this is not, like, please buy Pepsi products 2023. It's, like, banned. If your name is, like, Nabisco sells the best biscuits, no, you're gone. That's like, yeah, no,
Does
Firecracker's real.
Nabisco pay people to make Twitch accounts that say Nabisco makes the best biscuits?
That's the only thing that makes sense to me, but, like... Seriously, people will show up with names like Taco Bell Lover 27 and be like, "Man, I got a great chalupa earlier." And I'm like, "What is this? Are you role playing as somebody who has a job? Are you pretending this is your job, or
Right.
or is this your actual job?" Like,
Yeah, well, why aren't these companies paying us?
because like that's the thing is, I'm like, if
Directly.
somebody wants to advertise on my stream, they need to pay me. And if you're just doing this for free, you're stealing a job from somebody who should be paying me. Like,
Yeah, at the end of the day, you should be paying us.
yeah, that's what this comes down
That's
to.
what it all comes
Because
down
I really need to pay rent. I'm not joking about the paycheck to paycheck
No,
thing. Tips are welcome via
same,
PayPal.
Same.
If somebody comes in with a name like Joe Hills fan, they get banned. Because, like, I'm like, your identity cannot be subsumed by my identity. Like, that person is gone faster.
Yeah.
That is not acceptable.
Well, I've kind of acclimated to it, but it creeped me out when you were first like rising in prominence, and I would see a bunch of like Twitter accounts that have your face as their profile picture.
Oh,
And it was like so jarring to me.
yeah, I will say I ban a lot of people on Twitter, or not ban. I block a lot. I'm not a moderator on Twitter. I block a lot of people on Twitter if they use the same profile picture as my friends and reply to my messages.
Right.
I can't deal, like, if somebody's like, my profile picture is the exact same profile picture Scar uses, and then they're replying to my message saying, haha, that's funny. I'm like, oh, cool, Scar thought that was, no, it's somebody else. I'm like, I can't deal with that
You don't
level of
have time for that.
disappointment. I just
Yeah,
block that person.
Exactly.
I never want to see them say haha again.
Even if they
Like-
don't, even if they're not intentionally impersonating.
They're not impersonating Scar, but I can't deal with it. This is that, like, running on a knife edge parenting thing.
Right.
Where just, like, every extra problem is just one more thing when you can't carry one more thing.
Yes.
Like, I just do not have time for that. It's like, if you want to enjoy being a, like, it's weird because people think that there are certain parts of fandom that shouldn't intersect with the artists' lives.
But the lines are blurred.
But, like, that, honestly, the idea of somebody writing a story about me is way less offensive than somebody sending me a tweet with my friend's profile picture.
Oh, yeah.
Because sending me a tweet with my friend's profile picture is a problem for me. Whereas you writing something on some website I'm not going to visit, I don't care. It doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a problem, like me singing titles of books in your house.
Because I keep wanting to look away from the mic at the shelf. It's like, it's basically, look over there, the song. Like, it's breaking my mind. Hey, Matthew, thank you for tipping 20, who writes, howdy y'all. That gets us...
Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. That brings us to 300.
300. And
60
and
away.
Sean Cockrell on YouTube asks, how much until you'll be back?
We are 60 away from You'll Be Back. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills.
Y'all be back.
Y'all be back? That's pretty good. The thing is, I was going to do is the Beetlejuice, so that doesn't work exactly the same.
Maybe the parody will be Y'all be back.
Yeah. Okay. Boy,
Time will tell.
This is going to work. I'm going to make this work.
Oh, it's going to work.
This is going to work. It's just not working yet. Give me a second.
It will work.
I'm making it work.
Yeah.
Through sheer force of will.
Yeah, y'all be back now, you hear?
So what I need to spiral enough of these light-colored ones in here with some...
Oh, Taco Bell Lover 27 in the Discord, the new crispy melt taco sensation creation?
Just breaks down solid.
Here's the thing. This person is in your Discord, so they are paying you.
Yeah.
So... we'll take it.
I was just not going to read that out loud. Hey, Sean Cockrell in the YouTube chat tips 60 even. Boom. That's going to get us the full rotation.
360.
Yeah, I was going to say what I should do is I should get an extra keyboard so that you can hold down the up arrow sometimes when I'm...
So I can rotate?
Yeah, so I can get my jacket. Because I don't think you want to get up to get my jacket because you got the guitar and everything. So I got to get up to get my jacket.
I can get your jacket. Well,
I'm almost... I'm looking at the way the room
I've got headphones on my head.
Yeah. There's like 800 reasons that you should not be the jacket getter. Yeah, let's go ahead and spin me right round, and we're about to bring out...
You spin me, Joe, right round.
The Beetlejuice is here. Okay, so you'll be back. Let me pull up the lyrics. So I got them, for reference. Let's just say.
If that's your preference.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I feel like the way that things work around here, I should probably just start.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because if you try to play me in...
Here's the chord you...
If you try to play me in, I won't know when to start.
Okay, so, yeah. Here's the chord you start on.
Yeah. Okay. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember, we made an arrangement when you went away. Now, you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back soon. You'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back. Time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love ya till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away everything we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Ready? Da 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 da. Whoa! Thank you very much, Quinn. Accompaniment.
Thank you, Beetlejuice.
So that was from Hamilton. You'll be back. Okay.
There's nothing sweeter to hear in the morning than the Beetlejuice threatening to kill my friends and family.
You know, but it's as a helpful reminder. You know, that's the thing. Is you got to look at the like, is this somebody overstepping their boundaries, or are they helping? It's helping or hurting.
Exactly.
Microbird says, is the audio repeatedly cutting out for anyone or just me? And everybody else says, just you. Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Because I don't want to
heard the song.
I'm not prepared to do that again. I am preparing, however, for Ohio, aka
540.
Come back to Texas. If we hit 540,
Come back to Texas.
then yeah. I probably need to type Ohio lyrics because I don't want Ohio.gov.
No.
Oh, wait.
What if you what?
Oh, I think the suggestion was a different song than the one I was thinking of.
Ohio by Crosby, Stills, and Nash?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that one as the Beetlejuice.
No, I don't know if we're familiar enough.
No. This one's actually about
Kent State.
that one's actually
I don't think the Ohio by Bowling for Soup is about.
No, the Ohio by Bowling for Soup is not about Kent State. So
I mean, we could still do it.
That was the one that I thought we were. That was the one that we've been telling people we were working towards. So yeah.
True.
That makes way more sense than why somebody suggested it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Look at me being good at everything.
Cultural references are a little different than some people.
Yeah. It's not Crosby, Stills, and Nashville, Tennessee.
No, it ain't. This is not CSNY. This is TN.
Yep.
Tennessee.
Random Method says, how do you not lose your voice every other day with the Beetlejuice? Well, the thing, Random Method, is that this uses different parts of the voice. It's kind of like, how do you not get tired using a leg press occasionally? Wouldn't that make your whole body sore? It's like, no, it makes your legs sore, but you're not using a leg press for all the other stuff.
Yeah, you're only pressing on your legs occasionally.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn these back up. Because I turned these down a little bit. We were definitely maxing out when we were clipping a little bit earlier.
Oh yeah, now I can actually hear myself.
Yeah, I'm putting you back up. Yeah, you were clipping a lot. Sorry, so I kind of might have over twisted it. But yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
So yeah, it's not like I walk around, down the street and I'm like, What's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they got a front? What did I ever do to this guy to make them so violent? Ooh, ooh, and I know I'm yours. Ooh, ooh, and I know you're mine. Ooh, ooh, that's for all time. But because, you know, when I'm walking down the street, I'm like, oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump you there. Apologies.
Apologies.
It's a different voice, isn't it?
Every day when I'm walking down the street.
Everybody, all the people that you meet. I can't.
Have a different point of view.
And I say, hey,
What a wonderful kind of day.
we can learn to work and play. And get along with each other. Hey!
What a wonderful kind of day.
These are my favorite Beetlejuice songs. Like, I think when we're picking songs for the Beetlejuice, we should pick ones that have single syllable expressions in them. Like that. Hey! Hey! So that way, you know, we've got Quinn doing the, and I say, hey! You know, and like we can, you know, work that in. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Like, I feel like we...
Call and response.
Yeah. Call and response.
Hello.
Hi.
You rang? You rang?
You rang.
You crang.
My zero woe right. Lol, I thought you were being obtuse on purpose. I would have corrected you earlier if I thought you didn't know. Oh.
I think this is the first ooh Beetlejuice I've heard so far.
That's the Beetlejoe roast to you,
Beetle-
buddy.
Beetle.
The Beetlejoe roast.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay. Let's try and get some actual mining and crafting in here.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, just as a treat.
Just a little treat. A little mine, a little craft. What do you say? Mining and dining.
Dig a little mine. Craft a little blocks. Wait, no. Hold on. And then place blocks tonight needs to be the... So...
Place blocks tonight.
Yeah. So dig a little mine. Get a bunch of stuff. Place blocks tonight. Place blocks tonight. What's the verse to... Hold on. we're sidetracked now. What's the actual name of that song? I'm just gonna do lyrics, do a little dance. It's
Get
called
down tonight.
It's called Get Down. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, I don't think I've ever heard the verses to this. I think I've only ever heard the refrain.
Yeah, it's used in a lot of like trailers and stuff
Yeah.
to set the scene for
Yeah.
a particular time period.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, probably a place. That's a treat.
Place blocks tonight. Place blocks tonight.
Okay, I'm looking at how this is coming around here, and it's like...
Place blocks tonight. Place blocks tonight.
We're gonna have another... Let's bring in this white terracotta here. Yeah, that's gonna be much better. I think we maybe bring in some mushroom stems here too. I think that's gonna, or mushroom blocks, brown mushroom blocks. Okay, as I'm looking at this here, yeah, we need to have a bit more of a swirl in there as well.
Yeah, we need a swirl. A little bit of a whirl.
Okay, I feel like this is kind of coming together here a little.
Come together right now, Beetlejuice.
Why can I not fly? Oh, there's the bed was there. That was why. Okay.
That's it. That'll do it.
That will do it. Okay. I want to see what this looks like in the distance. I mean, I know I can look at the laptop, but I also want to see, like, when I fly past it, like, when it's in motion. How's it look?
Right. Yeah. That's important,
Yeah.
I think. Very important.
Yeah, you know what? In the distance, that does not look as bad as I was fearing. It looks a lot. It looks a lot more natural than I was concerned it would look.
Yeah, it's just a naturally occurring pinball machine.
Yeah, the pinball machine found in nature. Oh, did you see in the news somebody dumped 400 pounds of pasta on like a hiking trail?
What?
And like the police are like, this is a serious...
So they cooked it in the woods?
It's like, yeah, it's cooked pasta, but no, it looks like somebody took like a catering truck and just
dumped
just
it.
full of pasta and just dumped it all along this hiking trail. And yeah, there's a bunch
like
of
an
pictures
episode
of
of The Sopranos.
Yeah,
There was some reason why someone did this.
it's like a pasta bear is a Centauratron. I'm sure that there's a type of noodle that rhymes with cocaine that would be funnier.
Yeah, so many lost possibilities.
Postability is actually the name of one of the Draw 4 people.
Draw 4.
Yeah, the Draw for Charity thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, so
I see.
let's figure out how I want to do this. I think.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Oh gosh. I'm really out of sorts here. Okay, I am 1, 2, 3, 4 over. I need to get my Photoshop open and put the ruler in so I can figure out where I'm standing here. Okay,
Cool.
so I'm here.
Cool.
That looks right. Okay.
Right.
Right. In there. So I think I need a cyan terracotta here, actually.
Oh, okay.
Or some gray color. Yeah, cyan terracotta. That's too gray. Yeah, light gray color. Okay. Actually, 2 light grays in a row, I think, and then 2 green terracottas maybe here.
Did you say green terracotta?
Green, like the color.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you know one thing. We saw 9 to 5 on Monday.
Yes, we did.
So after that, I was like, man, I want to take a picture of myself doing that olive, the part where they're eating the olives, like if I could match the frame.
Uh-huh.
And then I
Did you match the frame?
Well, I'm gonna send it to people. Here's my olive tweet. I got sidetracked because I was like, I wonder how many olives I can fit in my mouth for this picture, because it would be funny if it was like exactly the frame, but then I just had a mouthful of olives.
Uh-huh.
But then I realized that since Corinne was already asleep and there's nobody else here, I could die if I had too many olives in my mouth and like couldn't
So
get
you
them
didn't
out.
actually put the maximum.
I didn't
number.
actually max this out, yeah. But
Well, I'm here now if you'd like to go get some olives.
oh, it's fine. I'm like, if the thing is, if I start eating, I'm gonna be like, well, now it's lunchtime, and then I will not.
True. I'm already starting to get
Yeah,
hungry,
so
it's dangerous territory.
Let's go ahead and tell folks that we are 20 minutes away from the end of the stream. We're gonna wrap up at 11. So
20 minutes from the end of the stream, unless we hit 5:40.
yeah, we might go a few minutes over if we hit 5:40 right at the end, just to make sure we get you that music. We are currently at 360, so we are 180 away
Yeah.
from performing "Come Back to Texas" by Bowling for Soup, aka Ohio. Okay. Boy, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I made some I feel like I made some choices here that are more accurately described as mistakes. So trying to figure out how quickly can we rip this Band-Aid off type of thing.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, Impulse joined the game. Howdy, Impulse. Oh, Gem is... Well, Gem came back. Kaname's Cocoa Pie says, in response to, I feel like I've made some choices here that can be more accurately described as mistakes. Gosh, I've never felt something so hard. Well, that's why we do this. To make you feel things. That's how I can tell I'm doing a good job. Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to accept at this point that this will definitively be the worst part of this. I'm like, when I go back for my second pass on this,
Yeah.
it's this one area is going to require more second pass work than everything else on the side of the machine. But like,
what about a third pass?
if we have time, the third pass will look amazing. The first pass is gonna look bad though. I'm making peace with that now. I am making peace with that. Okay, so let's zoom on in here.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Okay, so we are 1, 2, 3. We're 3 over and 1, 2, 3 up. Okay, so 3 over and 3 up from there is here-ish. Yeah, that's... Boy, this is... I don't want to use the word bleak, but, like, I'm really, really not happy with how this is coming out. It's gonna be fine. Will be, at some point, acceptable. Brown. Boy, yeah, this is just... First draft problems, you know? First draft problems.
That's why they always do more rounds of the draft.
Yeah, I know. Like, the NFL doesn't just say, this is the team forever.
Exactly. This is the team.
This is the team forever and ever.
Forever team.
No other team will ever be the same as this one in this game. Oh, wait, I need to not fall down. If I can land this, it'd be fantastic. But I'm flying and I'm trying and I'm failing. If I could make this, not just fake this. I'd be like the folks the Wellerman sells whalin'. Is that a thing? A way to sing. Throwing random bits of songs along in somewhat concatenated strings. Oh boy, this is dark. Haven't figured out it's kind of one big lark. Gotta be a way to make this all shine well. It's my personal hell.
Personal hell. Personal hell.
Woo.
Ooh, woo, woo. Personal hell.
Oh well. Okay. Ooh. I think that what I actually definitively need to do, I think I'm at the point where I need to actually block this in
Oh, I see.
with, I need to figure out where the level is across there.
Yeah, where is the level?
Okay, so that's, okay, those two are these two. So that comes across, even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it. Do you feel up for singing experimental film just for fun?
We've done it on here before.
Sorry, it's just in my head.
I can do it again.
Well, what's something?
What's something? It's already in your head.
Yeah. Because, like, you know what we were talking about, like, having things where you have exclamations are really good for the Beetlejuice.
Because the song has yeah.
Yeah, it has yeah. The color of infinity inside an empty glass. I'm squinting my eye, I'm turning on and off the light. It's full. I can't do the melody in this voice, but
it's for this experimental film, which nobody knows about, and which I'm still figuring out what's going to go in my experimental film.
yeah,
You're all gonna be in this experimental film, and even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it is. I already know the ending. It's the part that makes your face implode. I don't know what makes your face implode, but that's the way the movie ends. And in my experimental film, which nobody knows about, and which I'm still figuring out what's going to implodes in my You gotta figure out whose face implodes.
yeah.
In my experimental film. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all gonna be in this experimental film, and even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it is. Even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it
Is.
it's.
Whoa. Thank you, Quinn. Making my dreams come true here. I just really wanted to sing experimental film.
You're welcome, Beetlejuice.
And I'm not very good at it. So, I appreciate
That's okay.
I appreciate the assist there, putting the sis in assist. That's the sort of thing that'll really make the wiki people upset. Like, wait, is Quinn canonically Beetlejuice's sister?
Yeah, or canonically cis. No.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of problems.
Only a cis deals in absolutes.
We brought it back around to Star Wars.
May the 4th be with you.
Brought it back around.
Bringing it back around to Star Wars. At the Star Wars canteen.
Oh, that's a really good one. Do you want to do that one?
Can the Beetlejuice croon?
I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Her name was Leia. She was a princess with a Danish on each ear and Darth Vader drawing near. So R2-D2 found Ben Kenobi. He'd get the Death Star plans into the rebellion's plan. So Luke and Obi-Wan had to get to Alderaan. So they went to Mos Eisley to have a drink with Han.
At the Star
Wars Cantina.
The weirdest creatures you've ever seen. At the Star Wars
Cantina.
Music and blasters and old Jedi masters at the Star Wars.
His name was Solo. He was a pilot with a blaster at his side and a smile 12 parsecs wide. There with Chewbacca, who was a Wookiee. They met with Luke and Obi-Wan about the Millennium Falcon docking bay 94. Stormtroopers at the door with a Flashbend's lightsaber. Now there's an arm on the floor
at the Star Wars
Cantina.
The weirdest creatures you've ever seen. At the Star Wars Cantina. Music and blasters and old Jedi masters at the Star Wars.
His name was Yoda. He was a Muppet. Darth Vader was so bad, and by the way, he's Luke's dad. Luke kissed his sister. His arm got cut off. In that galaxy far, far away, Luke has had a lousy day. Boba Fett was so mean. Jabba had bad hygiene. Why didn't they all just relax back on Tatooine?
At the Star Wars Cantina. The weirdest creatures you've ever seen. At the Star Wars
Cantina.
Music and blasters and old Jedi masters at the Star Wars
We almost went full THX there. That's a different Lucasfilm.
Almost.
Oh boy. I gotta say, I feel like there's a lot of great Star Wars parody songs. Like,
Fet's Vet.
Yep.
What's that one with Knock 'em Out the Box, Luke?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What's the Knock 'em Out the Box Luke one? Because I haven't heard that one so long.
I think it was part of like a Flash animation, right?
It was. I think was that the one that they were drawn as Mario's? No, it's not. Okay.
The console.
It's
Wars?
called the Star Wars Gangsta
You're thinking
Rap.
of the console wars, right?
Yeah. The thing I loved about the console wars one though is that they had the two angry suns setting over Tatooine.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
M. Lavis with 20 says this family is at its best when it's being weirder. Thank you very much. That's gonna get us rotated 20 degrees.
Woo!
Getting us 160 away from our next goal, which is gonna be to perform Ohio, come back to Texas with the Beetlejuice and Quinn. Okay, so let's I feel like there may be I don't want to step on what you're doing here with your own brand, but
What's
like
my brand?
that's
what
that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like maybe there, in terms of personas,
Okay.
there's a like large Marge from like Pee-wee's Big Adventure equivalent to the Beetlejuice.
Okay.
And it would be like instead of large Marge though, it would be like something that rhymes with Quinn, like,
Or just make it large Quarge.
or something.
Something.
I feel like there's something here, but like where it's like the smoker trucker voice type thing.
Okay.
Kind of like the
So that would basically have the same voice.
kind of, but like it would be a distinctive
Right.
thing.
But maybe it only appears at like 540.
But that's what I was saying is like maybe if we hit certain goals like well past where we are now. Like I'm trying to be ambitious and forward looking here. We don't have to workshop this today.
Yeah, we're being ambitious.
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 But hold on. Star Wars gangster rap lyric. Oh yeah. Do you actually know this one?
Not real.
Could you do the like no it's nots? And you are correct. Do you know like any of the this is a lot of call and response stuff. That's why
Sure, I haven't heard this song in like 20 years.
You know, let's save this for next week.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of
Let's save it for next week when it's not May the 4th. It'll make a lot more sense.
I mean, do you want to do it live? We can do it live. I'll do the lead, you do the call and response. I'll do the call, you do the response, okay?
Okay.
It's not the east or the west side.
No, it's not.
It's not the north or the south side.
No, it's not.
It's the dark side.
You are correct.
Keep fronting the Empire. To all you Vader haters out there, we'll blow your planet up. And then you do that.
What is thy bidding, my master?
It's a disaster. Skywalker were after.
But if he could be turned to the dark side.
Yes, he'd be a powerful ally. Another dark Jedi.
He will
He'll
join us or die.
We got Death Star.
Death Star.
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 Like I think that the
Says this with a lot of times.
Yeah. And then like this one does happen 3 times. And you know that we got it.
Death Star.
And you know that we got it.
Death Star.
And you know that we got it.
Death Star.
Luke, get your butt over here right now. Stop monkeying around with that darn land speeder. Where are those 2 droids I asked you to clean, boy? Did you clean your room?
Do you want me to do that?
I mean, it's a little higher pitch, so yeah, if you wanted to.
Uncle Owen, I know I'm on probation. I cleaned the droids. Can I go to Tashi Station? I gotta lay away on the power converters, but now you're treating me like a scruffy nerf herder.
Luke, use the Force and run. Run to Dagobah. Run to Dagobah. Luke, use the Force and run. Run to Dagobah. Run to Dagobah. Do you want to do Yoda, or do you want me to?
I'm Yoda. I'm a soldier. I'll mold ya and fold ya. I thought I told ya. Don't be unwise. Judge me not by my size. You won't believe your eyes once the X-wing rise.
And then, oh boy.
Is that Luke too?
So it's Luke. Yeah. So,
Yoda, why are you being a play hater?
okay, here, I'll try my Luke here.
Okay, your Luke.
Because you're such a better Yoda than I am. So, Yoda, why you being a player hater? You know I still must confront Lord Vader.
But Luke, not ready are you?
But there's a city in the clouds where they're keeping my crew. A Jedi's gotta do what a Jedi's gotta do. So now, Vader, I'm coming for you. Yeah, that's right, R2. I just set a new course. We're going to Cloud City. That's a mighty fine gin and tonic. Would you mix me up another? Things are about to get ugly.
Impressive. Now release your anger. You must have sensed that your friends are in danger.
Ooh, why'd you slice off my hand?
It's imperative that you understand. Obi-Wan would never bother telling you about your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Then there's something I must reveal then. I'm your father. 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 I'm your father.
Knock him out the box, Luke.
Knock him out.
Knock him out the box, Luke.
Knock him out.
Knock him out the box, Luke.
Knock him out.
Knock him out the box, Luke.
Knock him out.
Knock him out the box, Luke.
Grr.
Yeah, I think we could have done better if we had rehearsed that. But I gotta say, the thing about this song that always stuck with me, the lyric that I love the best, that makes this song for me is, but Luke, not ready are you? But there's a city in the clouds where they're keeping my crew. I just love I don't know why I love it, but there's a city in the clouds where they're keeping my crew it just captures something
Yeah, that's Star Wars.
It's just for some reason that lyric just sticks in my head. But there's a city in the clouds where they're keeping my crew. I just love it. It's the sort of thing that pops into my.
It's because there's a city in the clouds where they're keeping your crew. It's very relatable.
Yeah, no, and I will say I've never actually like shouted that during like a performance evaluation at work, where I'm like, I think that I could manage this project, and they're like, Joe, you're not ready for this. But there's a city in the clouds where they're keeping my crew.
It happens.
Badger Spanner says, my friends call their very large covered litter box Dagobah. Nice. Oh, boy. But yeah, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We just hit the hour. Before we go, I want to remind y'all that our favorite guitarist, Quinn Hills, works from redactedhills.com. You can commission a 7-second song for $100, be a great play you on song for Mystery Pinball Theater 3000. For $400, you can get a theme song for your stream, like the one that NJ actually just got. NJ's going to be revealing that later this week, so make sure you're following NJ Coffee Junkie.
Check that out.
So I'm going to go to twitch.tv/redactedhills so I can copy and paste that link real quick.
Thank you, Joe.
If you want to follow Quinn on Twitch, Quinn, when's the next time you're streaming?
Tonight.
Tonight. What time?
Things will start around 9:30 p.m., I think.
Awesome.
Doing some karaoke.
Uh-oh, it's playing the... okay. Doing some karaoke side scroll. Okay.
Yep, side scroll karaoke.
Is there anything else? Do you want? I don't have your Blue Sky link ready. Are you still using Twitter? Do you want me to link?
I'm on Twitter. Yeah,
okay.
You can find me on Twitter.
Redacted Hills on Twitter, and then also let me get your Tumblr in here.
Tumblr.com/Quinn Hills.
Yep. Welcome to 8 minutes of Joe copying and pasting URLs.
Copying and pasting my URLs.
Yeah, some people might say, Joe, why don't you have a robot do this? And it's like, look, why don't you have a robot translate the instructions for your food?
Yes.
Like, you really just want to have a person making certain levels of decision making.
Exactly.
Okay. So hold on. Let's see if there's any hermits live. I want to try and raid somebody while playing music. No hermits are live.
No hermits are alive.
No hermits are live. So, let's see. Who have I not rated most recently? Well, let me check on one other thing first. Nobody's even streaming pinball right now. I was gonna say let's raid a random pinball streamer, but nobody's streaming. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and, boy, I've rated like most of these people in the last week, which is like I never want to seem like I'm like notice me senpai, you know what I mean? Like,
sure,
it feels weird if I'm like always raiding the same people. But so we're gonna go ahead and raid Pixel Riffs, who is playing on the Empire's server. People are saying, would I be Joby-Wan Kenobi or C-3P Joe? I think probably C-3P Joe, but thank y'all again so much for coming out. Quinn could be RQDQ. Okay.
Or Kylo Quinn.
Or Qui-Gon Quinn. Does that
Qui-Gon Quinn, that works.
Does that work?
That works. Qui-Gon Quinn.
Okay, so yeah, when we raid Pixel Riffs, the raid message is howdy y'all, Joe Hills right here. Anyway, until next time y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee, joined by Quinn. Any final words, Quinn?
Keep adventuring.
Keep adventure, Quinn!